Well, we are going to start now with the Coaching and Mentoring Services Open Call presented by Georg Albert. Please, Georg.
Thank you, Sana. I hope you can hear me. Yes, good morning, everyone, and also a warm welcome to the Resist Project Funding Opportunities webinar from my side. I'm Georg Alba, and I'm delighted to introduce you to the first spotlight on the Coaching and Mentoring Service Open Call. As my colleague Sonia already mentioned, this and all following initiatives are specifically tailored for the European SME within the mobility transport automotive ecosystem. Now, what's truly exciting is the breadth of the support offered. In the coaching and mentoring services, we are talking about engaging external experts for assessments and feasibility studies that can truly elevate your project. The total budget of this endeavor is a substantial 190,000 euros. Please, one slide further, Sonia. Thank you. And the best part, the call stays open until the 1st of November 2024 or until those funds are snapped up. But what are the essentials? Let's talk about numbers. Next slide, please. For assessments, we have earmarked funds for up to 25 projects, each eligible for a maximum of 4,000 euros. That's a fantastic opportunity for a deep dive into your project's potentials. On the flip side, we've got feasibility studies, more extensive, with a cap of up to 6 months. The support here is even more substantial, with each study eligible for up to 7,500 euros. Now, remember, these figures represent a maximum of 75% of the expert's invoice or the specified amounts. A crucial detail in bear in mind. And here's a heads up. Details on how to grow the application process and all the ins and outs will be introduced at the part application process almost at the end of the webinar. Yes, that was it from my side. Now let me introduce you to three of our esteemed experts, each bringing a wealth of knowledge and experience to the table. We are honored to have Aftersun Consulting, Enova, and Uninet with us today. And in the next few minutes, they will give you an insight into their companies and their expertise and show how they can contribute to your projects. Please.
I think I'm the first one. Good morning, everyone from Amsterdam. My name is Elena, and I would like to present Aftersun Consulting. So we are two consultants from Netherlands and Poland with extensive expertise in the mobility industry, both coming from the mobility industry, specifically EVs, EV charging, and clean mobility in general. We provide services in, I would say, majorly 3 areas. The first is being product strategy, so looking at your product roadmap. So anyone who basically needs a greater focus in their understanding of how to develop a product. The second area is commercial strategy. So if you're getting stuck in your traction, or you don't know how to partner up, or where to find partners, how to set up pilots, and everything around that. And then the third area is basically go to market expansion. So if you feel like, okay, you got good enough traction, the product roadmap is in place, but now you want to expand to other countries. So that is also something that we help with. Also take a look on our website if there's another service that you think that you could benefit from. Maybe we could provide that as well. If we go to the next website, but next page. So what makes us different is basically we come from, I come from the sales marketing, and then Ante comes from the product and tech side, and has an engineering background. We have over 20 years of experience in top mobility in energy multinationals. I used to work for Shell and Engie. Ante used to work for Eon and Greenway. And we already are working with a number of mobility startups in for the urban mobility EIT urban mobility program. German Accelerator started to, and others. So yeah, please reach out if you feel like we could support you in your journey. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elena, for your presentation. We are gonna pass now the presentation to Innova Labs.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Ana Herrera. I'm from Innova Labs. I'm here to talk a little bit of what we can offer you. So let's start with who we are. Innova Lab is a technology consulting firm that offers advanced solutions in the areas of innovation, sustainability, and digitalization. It was founded 20 years ago with the aim of supporting companies to incorporate an innovation system, but also to go further and be innovative, to insert innovation in the company's DNA. Later on, and thanks to our funding partner, we were closely linked to the automotive sector, even participating in the establishment of SEAGA's strategic plan. Within the received funds, we are providing four services. The first one is digital strategy. We identify the key processes or area for development of the companies, and we were audit and analyze them to find opportunity for improvement, both at the level of interactions between actions as well as systems and work teams. As a result of this, we support companies to establish the scope of digital transformation plans, prioritize solutions, and establish a starting point and the next step. The second service is the project definition. The service is focused on those companies that are clear that they want to start the digital transformation process, but do not know where or with which suppliers to start. We build a preliminary definition of the transformation plan with budgets, KPI, actions, and costs to be performed. And we also identify potential supplier for you. The third service is to be a technical office. It's focused on those companies that do not have the time factor or personal resources on their side, but wish to carry out their plan. We are in charge of coordinating and monitoring the process of the project. I should mention that this follow-up is for 6 months and a maximum of 3 projects. And the last but not the least, our viability study. Artificial intelligence is a great enhancer for our companies and industry, but it does not mean that any investment brings value to you. Let's talk about this business case. A company in the automotive sector here in Spain was looking to incorporate a fault detector in the printing process of parts through artificial intelligence. The viability study meant to evaluate if the applying conditions were the one. Oh, sorry, can you change the. Thank you. Sorry. Well, I was saying that the viability study meant to evaluate if the applying conditions were the ones that led the AI to have a great result. We have to consider if the volume of the data to be handled by the machine will be enough to fit the detection algorithm. We have also to evaluate the conditions under which to run the defect monitor, because not all the type of lights or the materials or the camera we have to use will give the same result. If someone had decided to buy any camera and light the evaluating space up with a house bulb without running any test, all the investment developing the algorithm, the money spent on professional cameras, production lines, machines, and salaries will be a waste of time and resources. and not many companies can afford to lose that amount of money. So it's very important to consider whether a project is viable or not. The first picture on the left is the original sample prior to printing and on the right, we can observe the light sets and the result of the test to determine under which circumstances the algorithm will work. If you can see, there's a much brighter light in the middle, the third picture, and you don't have the possibility of see the defect. So it's very important to run tests and to know that not all the algorithms are valid to perform a function, nor we can believe that an uncontrolled environment in the variables does not affect the implementation of AI. So please do your viability study. And that's it. If you need anything, we can contact in our web. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna, for your presentation. We are going to pass now to Uninet.
Hello everyone, my name is Felix Freund. I would like to introduce our company Uninet IT Consulting at this cluster event. I am here as a short-term replacement for my colleague Alexander Leitner, who is unfortunately sick today. We have been working on projects in the automotive sector since the mid-1990s. Uninet offers professional consulting services in the field of IT security. We have particular expertise in the areas of industrial security, ICS, SCADA, or OT security, as well as in assisting companies in preparation for certifications like TISAX or ISO 27001. We currently have a team of 9 consultants in different areas of expertise and specializations. The support for those certifications can take several forms. We perform gap analysis and assessments for identification of necessary actions and create roadmaps together with our clients. We help organize implementation of the necessary measures. We also provide knowledge transfer for those responsible, as security officials are often appointed internally due to the lack of resources. If desired, we can also take on centralized information security tasks. For some companies, we only support selected topics and help with their implementation, such as network zone concepts for IT-OT separation, remote access concepts, tendering for services, or performing risk analysis. In addition to providing certification support, we also assist companies with compliance concerns, including GDPR or NIS regulations. This primarily applies for the legal framework in Austria. Next slide, please. We can help and plan and carry out technical assessments such as penetration testing, including black box, gray box, or white box testing, red-blue teaming, technical analysis, and also process analysis. Uninet provides vendor-independent project assistance for IT and communication projects. We cover everything from analyzing requirements and creating specifications to evaluating suppliers, awarding contracts, and accepting services. Uninet is listed in the Resist pool of expert, making its service qualify for funding if the requirements are met. In the context of Resist, we offer 2 types of services: assessment services and feasibility services. For further information on Uninet or possible project inquiries, please see our offers in the Resist platform marketplace. Due to my colleague's absence, we are unable to attend the matchmaking event afterwards. So please contact us via email stefan@uninet.at or via the Resist marketplace web platform. so we will respond with a personal message to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We are going to follow now with the rest of the open calls, starting with the training one. Please, Adam, what is yours?
Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Sorry, we have two calls here right now. Sorry. Okay, these open calls, it's has quite clear objectives because it's supports the training services for SMEs in European Union. As you can see, the total budget is only 15,000 euros, so it's not that much according to other calls. But we have quite clear ideas what we would like to offer. Since our project is focusing on green and digital transition for European SMEs, we are offering the training services. If we can go for another slides. As you can see, we are offering the online training and the physical training. Our schemes that we would like to support up to 30 SMEs with online training and up to 7 SMEs with physical training. For online training, we are offering 250 euros. For physical training, we are offering 750 euros. We have only few conditions in the next slides. In Resist Partner, we have prepared the MOOCs. If you don't know what MOOCs are the massive online open course courses. And together with the cooperation with the Automotive Skill Alliance, we are using their platform where we have put 10 courses, which are really on the awareness level. And the applicants which would like to apply for the online voucher, they have to choose one course in the ISA platform, enroll, pass, it's really easy, obtain a certificate, and then within the application, upload that they have been trained in one of the selected courses. If the applicants want to, let's say, more advanced physical voucher for physical training, they have to enroll and pass with 2 courses in the ASA platform. In the next slide. Okay, so I was thinking that we have next slide, but done. The application form and the platform will be presented at the end of the presentation, so you will have chance to look in all conditions and what is necessary for your submission. I think also question will be at the end of the presentation.
Thank you, Adam. Yes, you can write your questions on the chat or wait at the end of the webinar to show the question on the Q&A. We are going to start now with the networking open call presented by Patricia Sola.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining us in this Resist event. I'm Patricia Solá. I work for the Galician Automotive and Mobility Cluster, and CEAGA is one of the partners of the Resist Eurocluster. I'm going to present the networking open call. The main objective of this open call is to finance networking and marketing activities taking place in European Union countries. Okay. The budget we have for that is 15,000 euros. Okay. And the call was launched in May this year, but it will be permanently opened until the 20th of December 2024. Okay. Well, until that date or until the budget is exhausted. Okay. And this open call is addressed to our main target public that are European SMEs. We include here startups and very small businesses. And by European, we mean European, companies located in European Union countries and also in S&P countries. Okay, so if you have your headquarters there, don't miss the opportunity to apply. We also our public target are European SMEs, but working in the mobility, transport, and automotive ecosystem. So if that's it is your case, you can apply. Okay, next slide. What kind of activities are eligible? Well, as I told you, we finance networking and marketing activities. By marketing activities, we include the attendance to exhibitions, as you can see in the slide. Although the booth costs are not funded, okay, the attendance to conferences and forums, okay, this will be marketing activities, what we understand by marketing activities. And on the other side, we can finance networking activities. We include here matchmaking events and the participation in meetings with potential customers or suppliers. So as you can see, you can attend many types of events. So it's an open call, very useful for companies and very easy to apply. Eligible costs are the registration fees to the event, travel costs, okay, whatever the mean of transport you use, air, train, bus, whatever, and the accommodation cost, okay. Next slide, please. Regarding the money, as I told you, we have 15,000 euros in this open call, and this will be split into marketing activities and networking activities. In the case of marketing activities, we can finance up to 30 SMEs, okay, and each of these SMEs can be funded with up to 250 euros per person, okay. In the case of networking, the money is a little bit greater, okay. We have just 15 SMEs that could be granted in the networking activities, and they could obtain up to 500 euros per person. Okay. The financing is, this is the maximum funding for SME and activity, and just one person could travel, okay? And one important thing, we consider just events that take place in the future. I mean, after the submission and after your application, the cost of events that have occurred in the past are not allowed. Okay, this is important to take into consideration. And that's all. If you have any question about this call, please put them on the chat, or we are here open for any meeting during the matchmaking event. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Patricia. Now, similar to networking, we are going to start with the internationalization open program.
Perfect. Hi, everyone. I don't know if you can see me because my screen is dark, but I introduce myself. My name is Álvaro Lombardo. I'm project manager of Cluster Idea. I'm in substitution of Antonio Novo, our general director. So we move on with Internationalization Open Call. Okay. The internationalization open call scheme is really similar with the networking and marketing activities that Patricia explained, but the target is different. What we want to finance is internationalization activities in non-EU third countries. So the idea is that European SMEs have the chance with our funding to attend those type of events in different countries outside from the EU. The total budget available that we have is up to 30,000 euros, and the deadline to apply is the 20th of December 2024. As I say, it's for European SMEs working on the mobility, transport, and automotive ecosystem. Next slide, please. Okay, the eligible activities are the same as in networking and marketing. Open call, the attendance of exhibitions, trade fairs, the attendance to conference and forums, attendance to trainings or events focused on internationalization, and this is a very important part, participation in matchmaking events, or you can use this open call to finance meetings with potential customers or suppliers in their countries. The label costs are the same, the registration fees of the events, the transportation costs, and also the accommodation. Next slide, please. Okay, in that case, we have up to 15 financial support for third parties grants available. Each grant is up to 2,000 euros per person. It's an individual grant. You are applying for one person of your company to attend this type of events. Next slide, please. Okay, so just to finish, one important thing, you have in the chat all the different links for the several calls in order to check it in the cluster submission platform that now we are going to explain in the following minutes. And please keep in mind that for the internationalization activities, we found up to a period, the period that it could be fundable is up to 20 days. I mean, in case that you are planning a trip to United States or to Japan to attend to several meetings with potential customers or with suppliers, you are able to stay up to 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks with our financing. So keep in mind that we are financing big trips because we understand that this type of trips requires more time, and also the budget and the investment that you are doing is important. So we want to support the full trip in order to have a valuable tour or a valuable grant with the received financial support. And that's all from my side. Thank you very much, Sonia.
Thank you, Álvaro. Now we are going to pass to the last open call to present, that is the Innovation Open Call, second cutoff. Oriane, please.
Thank you, Sonia. Good morning, everyone. So I'm Oriane Agar, and I'm the coordinator of Resist Project, and I am working at the cluster Pôle Véhicule du Futur in France. And I'm going to present the Innovation Open Call. So the last open call we have in Resist Project, and it's also the open call with the biggest budget. The objective, next slide, please. So the objective of these open call is to provide financial support for the development of innovation projects on green and digital transition to European SMEs, startups, and very small businesses from the mobility, transport, and automotive ecosystem. For the whole open call, we have a budget of 800,000 euros. But in this open call, we have 2 application periods. So we have the first one was held from April to June, and we financed 12 projects for the first application form. So now I'm talking about the second application period, which started on the 3rd of October, and it will remain open until the 12th of December. And for these application period, we have a budget available of 320,000 euros. Next slide, please. For the innovation projects, applicants must choose between the 3 challenges. So the first one is optimized digitalization in my company through the incorporation of advanced technologies. And the second one is to provide innovative solutions to obtain greener production systems or products. And the last one is about turning to renewable energy in my in my production line. Sorry. And for these for this project, applicants can apply individually or in a consortium. Next slide, please. For regarding the open call conditions, the project, the innovation project should last a maximum of 9 months. But all the partner of Resist project will accompany you through the implementation of the project. And during the project, you will be required to submit first a midterm report with the project advancement, and also a final report describing the whole project. But you will also have to provide a financial report. Also, it is a requirement that all projects partner in the at least one partner in the project attend the Resist Showcase event that will be held in France in a hybrid event, either in December 2024 or early 2025. And then finally, next slide, please. For these application periods, up to 15 projects will obtain financial support. And as I said earlier, you can apply individually or in a consortium. So individual applicants can obtain up to 20,000 euros. And if you want to apply in a consortium, you can receive up to 30,000 euros, so per SMEs, and up to 3 SME in the same consortium. So it means that you can obtain up to 90,000 euros for the whole project. And you should come from at least 2 different regions. So you can come from the same country, for example, but at least 2 SMEs from the same consortium can have to come from 2 different regions. And also the budget is distributed through lump sums, which means that you won't receive the whole budget at the beginning of the project, but at each step of your innovation projects. And also, if you have any questions regarding these open call, you can obviously ask in the chat or at the end of the meeting, and you can also ask me, like you can have a meeting with me as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. We are going to pass now to show you the application process to all these open calls. Alvaro, do you want to share your screen? Alvaro.
Yes,
Alvaro.
I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So can you see me, or my camera is off for you?
Your camera is on.
Okay, perfect. I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's with the recording. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So very fast, we are gonna see the cluster submission platform. The cluster submission platform is an application platform designed by several European projects called Eurocluster. Actually, Resist is one of them, and they are focused on the productivity and competitiveness of SMEs. So the idea with the cluster submission platform was to design a tool to facilitate the different SMEs in one place, having and gathering the different calls that they could be interesting for them. In our case, all the Eurocluster resist open calls are posted on this platform, and if you register to this platform, you will be able to apply for the several resist open calls, and also you can see different open calls from several Euroclusters. The process to register is very straightforward, and the application process too. In our case, we are going to access to Eurocluster open calls in the upper part of the platform, and here we will have a list with the several open calls that in that moment are still open. In our case, for example, we are going to access to the networking open call. It's the first one that is appearing here. But if you don't see all the open calls in the first page, you can go to the second page where you are going to find the different open calls. Maybe we are going to access to the innovation open call because it's the biggest one in terms of budget for you, and it's still open until the 12th of December, as Oriane said. When you access to the call, you will have an info text. This is not the call text, it's not the guide of applicants, it's just a summary that you can check in order to know if you are eligible and if you fit the requirements to apply for the call. So here you have this summary, and then you are going to find the different documentation in order to check the call properly and prepare your application. Here you have the guide for applicants. You have a graphic summary with different slides that explain the call. And also you will have the different annexes and documents that you will have to fill it up in order to apply for the call. You can see the countries that they are eligible, you can see the deadlines, and also the budget for this type of projects. If we scroll down, we will see the application form. If you are not registered in the platform, you are not going to you will not see this form, but you will have here a button to log in or to register in the platform. So afterwards, you make your registration in the platform as a normal platform or social media platform. You will be able to apply for the form. As you can see, the forms are very straightforward. We are always helping you. If you haven't checked your eligibility criteria, you are able to check it again. Here you have again the link for the guide of applicants, and we are indicating you where you can check these parts of eligibility. And then we have the platform divided into several steps. The first one is about the administrative data information of the applicant, with information about your company, very short, with the data contacts that we need to contact you. Then you will have a second step where you are requesting to explain your project, to detail your innovation project. In that case, if you are a consortium or if you are applying as an individual, and indicate the data information of your partners. If you are applying as a consortium, then you have a third step where you are going to explain in detail and properly your proposal. Here you can see the helpful text information where we are specifying you what we are going to evaluate, and the page of the guide for applicants where you can find the valuable information of how we are going to evaluate your idea and your proposal. So here you have all the information in order to prepare a successful application for Resist Eurocluster. And all the calls have a final step, that is the requirements or annexes, where you will have to upload the different declarations and documentation that we are requesting to apply for the several calls. All of the calls have a declaration annex that you have to fill it up with the authorizations and the responsibilities to apply for the project, and then the resilience check, that is an Excel file where that you will have to fill it up with the status of digitalization and resilience of your company in that moment. Apart from this, you will be able to check again all the documentation from the call, but all the resist Euroclusters open calls have these two requirements: the declaration annex and then the resilience check. Then you can accept the resist conditions and apply for the call. After the submission of your call, please keep in mind that you have to receive an email confirmation with the data of your applications. Is very important. Please keep in mind that if you haven't received this email, you have not submitted your application. So if you have any troubles with the email confirmation, please don't hesitate to contact us to check your problem. And that's all from my side, Sonia. If you have any questions, we can answer you now, or you can request us a meeting during the matchmaking event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alvaro. Yes, now it's time for all the questions that you have. You can write that through the chat or just open your microphone. For example, I see in the chat, can we first apply for the grant and then plan for our trip? This question of Muhammad, thank you for asking, is referring to the internationalization open call. And yes, you will need, as Alvaro mentioned, you will need to indicate the specific event and dates, but you don't need to show us during the application of your event. You don't need to show us the costs. This is something that is after the application, and once you receive the confirmation of that your application is confirmed. I mean, once you have it, you will need to show us the costs, but it's after the application. If there is another question, please open your microphone or write it in the chat, and I will.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the answer. And I have another question. When we apply for the application, if we receive the grant, I mean, if it's approved, how long after that we can actually send the documents of the trip? Could it be like 3 months after, 2 months after, or is there any time limitation where we submit the documents for reimbursement?
I think. Hi, Mohammed. It's I think it's 30 days.
Okay.
30 days. I mean, once the event is passed, I mean, once you have participated in the event, you have 30 days to send the documentation, the invoices, the proof of payments. You have to see the requirements for each open call, because maybe they are different, okay?
Okay.
In the networking, in the internationalization, you have to see what they ask in each of the open calls. But the procedure is something like that. You once the to be reimbursed, you have 30 days.
Okay, after the event.
Yeah, in the case of events, both in the networking and internationalization, after the event, once you have participated there, you have 30 days to send us or to fulfill the requirements to be paid.
Great.
Okay.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just, Patricia, to complement your answer for Muhammad, I have checked, and it's the same for internationalization and networking. And after your submission of the report of the event, since we approve your report, you will receive the payment in the following 15 days.
There is other question. Please open your microphone. I want to take the opportunity to thank our experts for participating in this event. Thank you so much for attending, and remember all the rest of the participants that you can submit any meeting with them if you want in this platform.
Yes,
And
I take the chance also to remember you that you can apply or request meetings for all the participants in the platform. If you go to the section participants, you will see a list where there is all the participants of this B2Mat Resist platform. If you scroll down, you will see different. Well, maybe I think Muhammad has a question. I can share my screen with the platform after the question and show you how to request meeting for other participants, because maybe some of you only has accept the meetings that someone requests you, but keep in mind that you can also request meeting during the whole day.
great, thank you very much. Sorry that I'm asking too much question. Thank you, Ariane. I have a question regarding the partnership or the this prototyping, product development funding. Is it possible to, because when we go through the participant list of this that resist the platform, there are maybe some competences that are not available that could be good for us. Is it okay that we take other partners that are outside this resist platform?
Yes, of course, you can choose any partner you want, of course.
Okay, so they don't need to be registered in this resist platform.
Yeah.
Okay, good, thanks.
But it would be very helpful for us if your expert you will join will join the pool of experts for themselves and
Okay.
are available for other companies.
Okay. Yeah, because they're in in platforms for Horizon Europe and such. There are lots of experts there. Yeah, that would be good to invite them here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, for sure. If any of the attendants think that they can provide support to the coach and mentoring services, the pool of experts is open to apply at any time. So very welcome to include them. Okay.
Okay, I don't know if we have any more questions, but if not, I'm going to share just one moment the platform, how to show you how you can request meetings during the whole day. Okay, perfect. So that's the platform. This is your account, and then in the upper part you have these sections of participants. If you access to participants, you will see all the available and unavailable participants to request a meeting. Those that are in blue, you can request a meeting during the whole day. I have requested several meetings, so most of them are not available. For example, I have here Patricia. If I click in Patricia and I send the request, you will be able in your meetings to accept those meetings that you want to have during the day. So that's all from my side, and thank you very much.
Yes, I think it's a good opportunity for companies that, I don't know, maybe for the innovation call, if you have a project, an innovation project that you want to present at this call, but you are looking for a partner, for example, you can look at the participants list that maybe you can find any company that fit this requirement or whatever. So just don't hesitate to join and to enjoy the meetings through the B2Match platform, because I think it's a good opportunity for everybody. Thank you very much.
Okay, if there's any other question, now I think we can finish here. And thank you so much, everyone, for attending this meeting, this webinar. And I hope that this event is useful for you, have been useful for you to create new consortium projects and to attend the other open calls, obviously. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.